Dude, how did Riddler find time for this shit, bro? Holy fuck.
Dude, for real.
I don't know, this game, there's elements to it that are cool.
I like this right here. I think this is cool atmosphere.
I think it's like the spookiest part of.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that he's like drunk for 5 seconds and then.
But it's not. Nothing in this game has like the creepiness of like the Killer Croc in the sewers of the first
True.
game. You know that shit actually fucking still creeps me out at times.
This is pretty cool.
Remember
though.
when we played in Arkham Asylum and then fucking Killer Croc appeared in front of us when we were.
Dude.
I was like, what the fuck?
This is pretty good though. I won't lie. Wonder City might be my favorite part.
Your father and I are waiting.
Mommy?
We missed you so
Daddy?
much.
Brucey's missed you too.
To do it. We need you to do it, Bruce. Bruce.
Bro.
Bruce. Can you hear me?
Pretty cool.
Your vitals. They're
Barbara, I'm losing my shit right now. I just saw my dead parents. You will not believe this.
It's a solid story, dude. Like, there's no denying that.
If you don't,
It's pretty decent. I think everything that they got going on with Knight, just like,
Yeah, I think Knight surpasses it, but I don't want it to make it sound like. I think this game is a good game. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm enjoying
I guess I
playing
have to
it.
go forward because I can't use any of my tools. I actually am like drunk for more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, I just think that Knight is better. I think.
No, absolutely. I don't know. Like, I really loved this game when it came out. Like,
I just go that way, I guess.
yeah, no. I was gonna see if there's any like little secrets or something.
We could probably come back to this area.
Well, yeah, when this game came out, like I was like wildly in love with this game, but I don't know. Just looking back at it, I'm just like, like it was solid, but I wouldn't like give it the lavish praise it gets.
Right.
Chamber of the Demon. Yeah, this is all pretty cool though. This is probably the best part of the game in my opinion.
I might agree with you actually.
Fact or cap?
I think I think the side quests are really strong in this game.
Forgot
But I
he's
think
all
all the side quests are just done better in Night.
listen to my warning.
100%. Like the side quests don't feel like side quests at Night.
Stop.
Even the DLC stuff is good.
I just wish the Riddler
Like the
stuff
Mad
was
Hatter
good.
and stuff. The Mad Hatter side quest in this is good too.
Hello, Talia.
Hello,
How did you
Talia.
find us?
She was an
I
old
recognize your
flame.
personal guard.
I used your
just a matter
Tinder
of-
location.
I used your Snapchat location.
Please, mistress, he tricked me.
We have a 3-week snap
I
streak, you
will
know.
deal with you later.
You didn't need to get yourself arrested to see me, Bruce.
Azula?
After that night we spent in Metropolis.
No.
You could have just
I meant she
called.
just reminds me
Oh,
of her.
okay.
It's not the same
Where's
voice
Raish?
actress.
If he's dead again,
I was gonna be so thrown off if it was.
Only a true successor may stand before the great Rachel. My father always intended us to be together, to command his
You're
army.
looking a little oh,
Just
fucking,
imagine.
by the way,
You-
detective.
Detective.
Oh my god. Yeah, bro's fucked up right now.
Your face. What happened?
I'm here to take my place at your side.
You wish to become an assassin. Why should I trust this change of heart?
You saw my face. Does it look like I have a choice?
Are you prepared to take the demon trials?
This is where it gets, yeah, but this
You
is
must
where it
show
gets
you
all
are
Far
willing to
Cry-y.
take a life.
Now, this is like a
Because then
little.
he starts hallucinating and shit, like, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm okay with
Let
it.
the
It's okay, it's just...
Commence.
Hold those two things down, by the way.
Her
With your-
pants?
The fucking, no,
Thousands
the
of warriors
back claw.
have fallen into
The two things up there.
Oh,
glowing-
oh, right.
Would-be
Right.
successors
Oh, you
I
have
can't
to be
fucking
nothing
pull out.
more than children
Her
of
pants?
the enormity of
I can't pull out.
I've seen worse.
Let's go make
Nothing
Damien.
can prepare you for what comes next. Destiny will decide.
Man, she
your
got that
fate.
walk for real.
I won't.
Who do you
fail.
think Bruce
I have heard
should
these
be
words
with?
100 times.
Should be with?
Yeah.
Let us hope you are
Out of all the flames in Bruce's life, who do you think he should have stayed with? Like, actually been with?
I'm coming around to a weird one. Oh, well, okay, no.
Your
Catwoman
journey
is the
begins to
forever, like...
Let's get started.
I think Catwoman's the only one that would really understand
Only
Bruce
one
as
man has
like
I agree.
outside of the costume. You know what I mean?
The one I'm coming around to, not as strongly as Catwoman,
When the
is
blood of
actually
the
Harley
demon
Quinn.
takes hold,
No way, really?
Yeah, actually.
own.
You really?
Yeah.
Why?
Always.
They're actually like pretty good for each other in the comics of Batman Beyond. Like there's a storyline with where
She's too. I hate to say this, but she's too like dumb for Bruce. Like,
Welcome.
I don't know, man.
I am the Great Rish.
if we're talking purely animated series,
No,
Harley Quinn,
definitely not animated series.
Okay, well, like Harley Quinn is not a very intelligent character.
That simple.
You know, she like starts to wisen up and stops being like,
Good.
you know,
Feel the blood of the
the Joker's like,
veins.
you know, victim, essentially.
Yeah, it comes around a little bit in the Justice League, dude.
Like,
This is
I
all...
don't see that. Like, I see Catwoman and Bruce being like a legitimate couple.
Oh, absolutely. I still agree, but like I said, I'm warming up to because like out of what I've seen in like the comics and stuff,
Right.
pretty good. I'll send you like the Batman Beyond thing.
But you know what's interesting is that like Black Cat is the Spider-Man version of Catwoman, right?
Sure.
But I don't think Black Cat is good for Peter.
No, fuck no.
And the reason why is because Black Cat's in love with Spider-Man, not Peter.
True.
You know what I mean? I think the thing is that like Catwoman and Bruce don't really know each other outside of their personas either. But I do think they would work out as a legitimate couple outside of their suits. Is that weird?
No, I totally agree, actually. Oh my god, fuck it.
You should let me get a little.
Yeah,
fucking something
absolutely.
like that. You want me to take over for a sec? Or yeah.
I'll keep it on for a little
But
bit.
no, I don't think we've really talked about that before, huh?
I totally agree. I don't think Mary Jane is either. Mary Jane can suck a dick.
I'm more of a Gwen Stacy fan myself.
I am too, but there was another chick that he gets with.
Liz. Talk about Liz.
I don't know.
Spider-Man?
I don't know enough about Liz Allen. I know she was his like first love in like
Yeah.
the comics.
Yep.
Well,
Well, no, he No, yeah, it's just Felicia Hardy, Gwen Stacy, and Mary Jane. Those are the three.
those are the three main ones. I think Gwen is probably the best out of the main ones.
Dude, Felicia Hardy's a fucking baddie in those new Spider-Man games, right? Like, holy shit.
You know that motherfucker gets with Kitty Pryde?
Who?
Spider-Man. What? Yeah,
No, Kitty Pryde, doesn't she date, Bobby?
very likely, but there are comic lines that exist out there.
Yeah, because Ellen Page plays Kitty Pryde.
You are correct, but we were talking about comics a little bit though too.
Yeah, but don't they get together in the comics too? Well, like Rogue and Bobby get together.
But there's other iterations.
There's true. Yeah, that's true. It is kind of different throughout all of them.
He gets together with Silk. He gets together with
Which
a cop.
Silk's supposed to be in the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, right?
I'm curious as to how that's gonna be.
Me too.
Frickety frackin', dude, he gets together with a lot of baddies actually.
Why do you think Bruce won't? Like, you think he's too committed to Batman to be in a relationship, like a serious?
Oh,
one?
absolutely.
Like what? There was what was that movie?
What the fuck?
You know what movie I'm talking about? What
is going on? These hallucinations are going crazy right
Yeah.
now.
What was that movie? That was pretty good. Animated series movie.
Long Halloween?
No.
You the one I have searched
Return of the Joker?
No.
the one to succeed.
Jesus Christ.
Don't fucking tell me this is bothering me. I know it. I fucking know
Not
it.
Sub-Zero. The other one.
It's
The other one.
it's the main one that everyone thinks of.
Yeah.
Mask of the Phantasm.
Mask of the Phantasm, right? Because you get that backstory with that girl that he was.
Andrea.
Andrea, right? Which I think that's pretty good, but that's like the only time Bruce has ever tried to be in a relationship as Bruce, you know?
Well, that
Like,
was because it was like early on in his endeavors. Like he wasn't all the way committed to Batman yet.
That's true. So you think, But see, why wouldn't he take a risk on a? Is it because he doesn't follow her morals?
Wait, did I miss? What the fuck? I guess I missed. All right then. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? I think it's because of what he doesn't follow Catwoman's morality, right? Like robbing and shit. Like they don't get along in that way. Like Catwoman's like an anti-hero technically, right?
She's not like too far gone or anything like that. She's just a criminal. Like she's someone in his eyes that can be reformed, and like
never is the thing.
I mean, they get married.
No, they do not.
Yeah. What
Catwoman and Bruce?
Yes. You do not read a lot of comics, do you?
No, I did not. I did not. Not especially Batman. I did not read actually any.
Oh man,
Batman
there's so many
comics.
good ones out there.
I've read Spider-Man comics. I've not read Batman comics.
Mainstream media where they get married is Brave and the Bold, actually. Which I didn't really watch Brave and the Bold. I mean, I watched it here and there just because it was on and there wasn't really anything to watch. Like, Brave and the Bold was at that perfect time slot where there was nothing else to watch on TV. And I was just like, eh. All right.
Okay, I got a question for you. If Christopher Nolan was asked to come back and make another Batman movie in his universe with Christian Bale, who would you want to be the villain of that movie? Christian Bale's Batman. Literally, they call it The Dark Knight Returns or some shit. So there's Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, right? And then say Christopher Nolan's like, we're gonna make one more, and it's The Dark Knight Returns, and Bruce is a little bit older. You know,
just because I would be super curious to see how they do it, Mr. Freeze.
That would be fucking tight, actually.
I don't know how on earth they would do it because these Christian Bale's Batman movies are so grounded in realism. It's hard for me to imagine something like Freeze.
I think they could do it. Who would you have play? Who did we say? We've talked about this before. Who did we say would play good?
The voice would be perfect for Vin Diesel.
That's true, actually.
Man, but
Vin
like
Diesel's actually not a bad casting voice for that. Actually, that's
behind
crazy.
the physicality, like I need him to be a nerd though, like a fucking laboratory.
I was gonna
rat.
say, yeah, Vin Diesel is not the type to be like,
Yeah, Vin Diesel's
can work in a lab all day.
yeah, so I mean, he's a perfect voice for when he's Mr. Freeze, and even maybe he could physically be Mr. Freeze.
Right.
But you need like some fucking coat and tie kind of looking guy. I don't know who you'd cast though. I feel like there's another one we've talked about that we haven't. I feel like the most likely. Well,
Would you want it to be one villain or two villains?
Two villains, and then the secondary one is Zaz. I feel like Zaz would be perfect
Zaz would be
for,
cool. Zaz would be cool.
Well,
You know,
ladies,
actually, I think Zaz would work more in the Matt Reeves.
fucking how grandma thinks I like is gonna happen after I get a haircut. Oh, you're such a handsome boy. You're gonna be fighting off all the women.
I think Zaz would work better in the Robert Pattinson Batmans, actually.
I would hard agree, but I think he's a grounded enough villain that you can kind of throw him at least as a B villain in any Batman and be fine.
You sound
Yeah.
surprised.
Right, I did it.
Of course not.
Oh, this is actually interesting because he's in the Batman Beyond suit, so that means this cutscene is not pre-rendered.
Your final challenge awaits you.
Right, it's in game.
Yeah, but every other
pray the
cutscene
spirits
has him in his
Oh,
OG.
that's true.
So that kind of stands out in a weird way.
Yeah, yeah. That means facial animations are pretty solid for in game. You know.
Get it, brother.
See,
and then he just switches.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good call.
Welcome. It is time for your final challenge. Kill me. Replace me as that.
I want to see
Like a
Scarecrow.
Clayface, maybe. We already saw Scarecrow with.
I want to see it in
Batman
Pattinson though.
Yeah.
Not even you.
What? You
Or do you
lied
think
to
like
me.
maybe the Penguin would be really good for Dark Knight?
Pattinson would, or Penguin would be a good Pattinson follow-up because it literally set it up in the first movie.
And I actually liked his performance of Penguin in that
I
movie.
thought it was pretty good. I can't even deny.
I liked the Riddler in that movie too. I like Robert Pattinson's Batman
It's
movie.
good.
I thought it was good.
It's just the problem is it stacks up to against a trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's better than Dark Knight or anything.
It could maybe be better than Batman Begins, but I actually like Begins a lot as like a platform. Like it's very much the Dune 1 to Dark Knight.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Very overshadowed by its sequel, sadly. But Batman Begins is solid. A Clayface would be kind of cool. You've never really seen a Clayface.
I changed my mind.
Hush.
Hush would be
Hush
really
would be
good.
sick with Christian Bale. Are you kidding me?
I would actually think it'd be better for Pattinson.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's still quite young.
That's true. That's true.
And just like, because Pattinson's Batman is like so stoic all the time, that could be his one reflection into like happiness that he has. And that one reflection betrays him.
Interesting.
Am I spitting or am I
That's,
fucking...
yeah, that's actually really solid, actually. Damn. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm trying to think of like what would be a good justifiable reason to have another Christian Bale Batman movie, you know?
Christian Bale. I thought of another one for Pattinson, and it fucking retcons that shitty ending scene. Red Hood.
Red Hood would be great.
I'm not talking about Jason Todd. I'm talking about Joker's first night out as like a villain.
Dude, I think Red Hood would be good with Christian Bale.
I think it can be. That's my one problem with this game.
Dude, okay, hear me out. The Robin at the end of Dark Knight Rises. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Dark Knight Returns. 20 years later, older Bruce. There's a new criminal. It's Red Hood, and we find out that it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Ooh.
And Christian Bale. I think that's fire, actually. And then you learn that like 5 or 6 years before that, he thought he died. It can't be the Joker, obviously, because the Joker died, but it could be a different villain that killed him.
That's both good and like tough because the movie has to be its own prequel in a way. Because
right, but if there's enough
it's
time,
doable.
you know, if there's enough time since Dark Knight Rises, right? And say whatever reason he was like Batman for a bit again, and then Joseph Gordon-Levitt became his Robin like they set up in Rises. But when Bruce thought he died, it would have to be to a different... No? Well, no, it'd have to be to a different... Because we can't get Heath Ledger to come back, obviously. So it'd have to be a different character
You have the old Pendulum, by the way?
No, I do not.
Oh, it's on the couch.
What do you think of that, though? I think that would work, because Joseph Gordon-Levitt's actually a really good actor, and I think he would kill that role, actually. Like, I'm imagining that scene from Under the Red Hood. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where he, like, kicks the closet open and Joker's tied to the chair. Imagine that scene with Christian Bale and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I think that would be fucking insanely good.
We might have said this before. Horde of the Owls.
Oh, dude. The only reason I want to get through Gotham Knights is because of the Court of Owls is in that game. That's the only reason I want to get through that fucking game, dude.
So, that's a grounded enough story that you could pitch it for either Christian Bale or Robert Pattinson. It's very like political in a way. So it's like, oh yeah, the entirety of the Gotham population's like richest of the rich is in on the secret society.
It's like Illuminati shit.
Exactly. And
that
I'm
would
just
be
like,
cool as fuck.
There'd be a lot of mystery there. There'd be like a ton of intrigue. And then fucking the final fight, like it's not, the only problem with it is it's not a villain per se. It's more of like a community that he's fighting. So there's like a final showdown at Wayne Manor with hundreds of owl people and fucking against Batman. Just like a final stand, if you will. Fucking sick, actually.
I think Robert Pattinson makes more sense for me with Court of Owls.
I agree.
But I mean, I don't think it would be bad with Christian Bale. I just don't see Christopher Nolan doing that, you know?
True, very true.
Doesn't seem very Christopher Nolan-y. The Under the Red Hood seems very Christopher Nolan-y to me. That seems like something he would do, actually. I wouldn't be shocked if he originally did set that up for that to originally happen.
That would be nutty. Damn,
I'm gonna fucking get my ass kicked.
You got
here.
it, bro. There you go. Tap in. Let's go.
I'm
Nice
trying.
hit.
Sorry, I'm too focused on what we're talking about. Oh, fuck.
He's got this. Nice. Easy.
Oh, I missed it.
No way. Yeah, just keep your distance. Give yourself time to react.
No!
Oh!
Oh,
Alright.
oh my god,
Still
I'm
alive.
literally gonna die. Fuck me. Go for it, dude. Go for it. L2 circle for the quick draw.
Let's get this
Um,
fucking...
It appears I chose
The beers. Fuck you, bitch. I'm on a PS5. I don't have to sit and listen to your shit. Hold on, let me get a little bit of tap-in juice right here. A little bit of...
You know, weirdly enough, I do think like Poison Ivy is like a side villain.
I say you could set her up in like part of the movie, like Batman's investigating like crime sprees based around like, I don't know, and then just at the end of a crime he finds like a trail of...
Who's your favorite live action Catwoman? Michelle Pfeiffer, Anne Hathaway, or Zoe Kravitz?
Michelle
Or
Pfeiffer.
Halle Berry.
Listen, we don't talk about fucking... She can be Storm. She's got that one. That's fine. But I might say Michelle Pfeiffer. Is that weird? Is that a weird
I
take?
think she's the hottest, but I like the character better of Anne Hathaway's Catwoman.
I'll agree to that, but I don't think she does a bad job. Like she does a good job fitting into the movie. Like she's very believable in the shape of the movie, and I think she's a good enough actress that she could have fit into the mold of like a more serious role. But
You know what? I might actually. I think I backpedal. I think I agree with you. Actually, I think Michelle Pfeiffer is the best Catwoman.
I think she fits in. Honestly,
I like how broken and twisted her character is mentally.
she's fucking batshit, and
Well,
I'm kind of
not
here
only
for
is she
it.
like pretty, but like I'm thinking about her character more. It's been a while since I've seen Batman Returns, but welcome back to the podcast, everybody. But like I like how broken her character is by the end of it. You know what I'm talking about? Like the end of Batman Returns, like it makes me understand Bruce and her's relationship better, you know? Because they're both like deeply disturbed people, you know?
Bitch.
And yeah, I think she sells that actually really well. You know the scene where she whips the 3 fucking mannequin heads off? She did that in one take.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of badass.
I saw a behind the scenes thing. She whipped 3 mannequins' heads off. You know what scene I'm talking about in the mall?
Yeah.
In Return, she did that in one.
That's fucking
she
tight.
did that, not the stunt double or anything.
My
I was like,
ancestors owned slaves. That's her, bro.
oh, I thought you just said
No, I'm not
some
outing
out-of-pocket
myself. What the fuck?
I just thought you said that out of nowhere.
No, dude.
Yeah, because the whip,
All right,
I get
brother.
it now. Dude, no, keep playing. You just cooked this guy.
Bitch. He's gonna go. I don't like this segment. This is a little too cartoony for me. It reminds me of Origins.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is the Far Cry part of the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, I didn't... They try to do like the Scarecrow thing from the first game, but it's not as good. The Scarecrow thing in the first game is way better than this.
That's super creepy. This game is just not creepy.
No, it doesn't have a creep factor at all.
Is just beginning.
I do like all this stuff, like story-wise though. I like all this stuff.
Accept your
I think
destiny.
the thing that this game goes for more than Asylum is like scale,
You know I can't.
because it's like the whole city is getting fucked up. Where like
And story. The story is much better in this than the first game, to be honest.
I don't know, like it's the first game is grounded enough where I'm just like, yeah, this is believable. This is an episode of animated series. Like, yeah, bad stuff is going out to jail because of course it is. Oh shit.
Right, but I'm just saying I don't think there's like an exploration really of Bruce's character like there is like right now with what's going on with Talia and
Motherfucker.
you know. I've always said this, but the thing that makes Batman great is its villains bring out his character, right?
Absolutely.
But I just think that, you know, in Arkham Asylum, we don't really get a whole lot of depth. It just feels like a filler episode of the animated series in a way, you know?
That's fair.
I do think they're strong. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I just think the strength of Asylum is purely almost its atmosphere, you know? Its atmosphere is so strong and creepy that, like, it really stands itself apart from the other two games. Even Night. Night's got moments like that. But Asylum's whole vibe is that, you know, like...
That's fair. Like, I guess as your one-stop shop for something like Asylum, like they didn't. You're right that they didn't really kind of go out of their depth.
That was cool.
That was cool, actually. Like visually, this is a very like extremely still decent game.
Oh yeah, especially when you think about the generation it was made on.
Yeah, the problem with Asylum is they played it safe, because I mean it was their first. Like, okay, let's not try to fucking potentially.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that was a little weird. Let's not try to potentially break the character here. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's like a result of just being a little safe. I mean,
I do think that Arkham Knight's story is better than this, though.
oh yeah,
I think there's more depth going on with that, but it's because it tells the Jason Todd story, which is a really strong story.
yeah, and I mean, it's Bruce's one major failure in his eyes.
Dude, it is like incredible that we haven't gotten that in live action yet. Like, how is like a director not looked at that story and been like, we have to make this into a film? Like, it would have been.
Because you're gonna have to set up a Marvel essentially.
Yeah, you'd have to give more background to that Robin, huh? Like,
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it feels a little out of pocket in place of Arkham Knight, because we don't really talk about Jason Todd in these first two games. Like,
it does.
they do?
No, it feels out
Oh.
of place. I'm saying it does feel out of place. You're right.
I'm
Like,
just like, did I miss something?
no,
It's
you're
possible.
right. I'm saying it does feel out of place. Because there's no mention of him in this game.
Yeah, not that I recall. I mean, there might be
But
like.
that was the weird thing about the animated series too, is that they never mention Jason Todd in the animated series either. It goes straight from Dick Grayson to Tim Drake. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
there's no mention of Jason Todd at all. Like, which actually
off.
kind of sucks about the animated series. That would have been great to see that in the animated series with Kevin Conroy's Batman. Like, I mean, we did get it with Arkham Knight, you know, but
Yeah, it's really just flashbacks to. Oh, bitch. Back at this again. Man, eat a dick. Alright. I don't have time for this shit. Beat my nuts. Motherfucker. It.
so let me ask you something about that Joker video.
Oh.
What's going on with that, dude? What's holding you back for real? What's holding you back on that?
The amount of depth I want to take to it.
Do you just feel like you don't know exactly what direction you want to take the video? Do you feel like you're hitting a writer's block?
Oh, motherfucker. Here, give it a go, bro.
Like, what's...
Originally, the whole thing was it became like massive, and that's what like turned me away from the idea for a minute.
too ambitious?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've talked about it before, but it started out as just like, hey, I'm gonna talk about the 2019 Joker movie, and I could still do that.
Great movie.
A really good movie.
Fuck you. Is this the second time? I
Yeah,
hope it didn't restart the whole fight.
This is the second route. I hope so. Yeah, because he's swinging the sword. And it just became like so much more than that. Like, it was just like, all right, I'm just gonna analyze the movie, and then it's just like, well, you know, you could look at callbacks of the character of like, oh, and then I got into like the Joker's origin and how he was created, and then it turned into, well, like, you know, this movie is about like the psychosis of Joker. Like, what if we explore like mental health during this video?
Oh, but I mean, that is what the film's really showcasing, right? Is how poor mental health, like, it's a character study film, right? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. And then
watching the mental health of someone deteriorate so low that, you know, this
damn,
monster...
you were playing it close right now.
Well, I just feel like it's really my only chance.
I mean, if it
The
seems like
further
it's
you are
working
away,
decent.
it, like, see how much easier it is to do it that close? Like,
Hey man, if it
it's
works
just
for you.
avoiding the fucking knives. That's a pain in the ass.
You seem
right
like
now.
you're doing fucking. This is quite impressive.
Let's
Damn,
go.
good shit. Wow, I am thoroughly impressed right there.
Anyway, so did you just give up on the video? Or
No,
you
I
just started, like,
definitely
hit
didn't
a
give
wall?
up. I actually started writing for it again, but felt compelled to like start over with like fresh eyes.
Do you still have the thing that I wrote? Because you asked me.
I do, yeah.
Before we even
Yeah,
started
yeah.
DualShock, you asked me to write you
The one
something about the
and I still
Joker.
remember one of the things that you said. It was that like Batman and Joker are two sides of the same coin, where like, you know, Joker's insanity is based around happiness and like all things like joyous.
Right.
Where Batman's insanity is like him dark and brooding, but he's a hero.
That's the thing I think is so fascinating about them. I'll talk a little bit more even about that and like what I mean by that.
Frickin',
What do we need, a batarang here? Let me try to figure this out. Yeah.
How badass though.
So fucking cool.
Like I don't need a fucking sword, bitch. I got my weapons. Yeah, and then it just became I thought he just missed. I just purely thought he missed. Oh my god.